Okay, now, from what I understand, the globalists were going to set up their New World Order in stages. The first stage was the North American Union with NAFTA, which is not, NAFTA's not doing very good because of Trump. And now the EU is upset with Trump again because he's messing them up. EU says it will react swiftly and appropriately after Donald Trump trade war threat. President says he has a lot of problems with EU trade policy. Now, the whole European Union, the boys in Brussels, are very, very powerful because this is the way it works. The New World Order, they have an awful lot of heavy power base, and they're basically dictating to the President of the United States. They're basically, they're warning him. The European Commission has warned that it will react swiftly and appropriately. What are they going to do? Give Donald Trump a spanking? Maybe, of some sort or another. Don't underestimate how much power that they've been given. It says that they are going to react swiftly and appropriately to any threat of a trade war by the United States after Donald Trump appeared to threaten a trade war against the continent. Now, this is how much power these guys got. They got so much power that they quite literally threatened Britain. Now, Great Britain is the country that the sun never sets on the British Empire. And they told Britain, they said that when Britain went to leave the European Union, which is leave the boys in Brussels, the boys in Brussels basically said, you'll pay for this. They're basically threatening the British Empire. You'll pay for this. Quite seriously, And so they got a lot of power. They got a lot of power, these guys. And so Donald Trump appeared to threaten a trade war against the continent, speaking after slapping new America First tariffs on some imported goods. The United States President said he had a lot of problems with the European Union and with their trade policy, and hinted he might take a similar action against the bloc. I'll tell you, this is like, right here is fighting words. It's Donald Trump against the EU and the boys in Brussels. I don't know, boys. This is fighting words. It says, but asked about Mr. Trump's comment on Monday, the European Commission spokesperson hit back, warning that a restrictive trade measure from the United States would face a robust response from Europe. For us, trade policy is not a zero-sum game. It is about winners and losers, the spokesperson told reporters in Brussels. We here in the European Union believe that trade can and should be win-win. We also believe that while trade has to be open and fair, it also has to have rules-based. The European Union stands ready to react swiftly and appropriately in cases our exports are affected by any restrictive trade measures from the United States. Asked about what specific response the EU might impose on the U.S., the spokesperson added, I think that my last point is best understood if I don't elaborate any further. What are they up to? What are they planning? Some sort of a spanking on Donald Trump? They're going to put some sort of a spanking on him? The United States President said he believed that the EU trade policy would turn out to be very much to their detriment. On Tuesday, he slapped high import tariffs on imported washing machines and solar panels, claiming he would always defend American workers. U.S. officials said there would be more tariffs to come. In Davos on Wednesday, Wilbur Ross, the United States Secretary of Commerce, said that the U.S. troops are now coming to the ramparts in the fight against what he called predatory trade practices. I've had a lot of problems with the European Union, and it may morph into something very big from that standpoint, from a trade standpoint, Mr. Trump said in an interview with ITV broadcast on Sunday evening. We cannot get our product in. It's very tough. And yet they send their products to us. No taxes, very little taxes. It's very unfair. They're not the only one, by the way. I could name many countries and places that do, but the European Union has been very unfair to the United States, and I think it will turn out to be very much to their detriment, said Donald Trump. On Friday, Trump was blocked from imposing a 292% tariffs against Bombardier after the U.S. International Trade Commission voted unanimously against the move. 292% tariffs against Bombardier? That's an awful big tariff, 292%. Wow. I wonder what product he was putting a 292% tariff on. The Trump administration has endorsed claims by the United States manufacturer Boeing that its Canadian rival, which produces planes in Northern Ireland, was selling planes at below-cost price and receiving illegal state aid. So there you go. A trade war is getting started here. And Donald Trump's leading the way. He's trying to make work and jobs for Americans in America. So this is the thing. So listen, thank you guys for listening. I consider this to be quite an important story. It depends on how far they go and if these threats that the European Union are making are vain threats or if they actually have some teeth behind them. And we'll catch you guys in the next article. Bye.